Raise your hand. You got a church home. All right, by a show of hands, show me how many of you don't have a church home. Those of you who may be looking for a church home. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Nice. So it might not be a good idea. See, what we planned on doing was having what we're calling a church outreach meet and greet. We invited all the churches, all 667 churches. I'm going to repeat that. All 667 churches in the city of Flint were invited to come down here and set up tables. And we thought it'd be a good idea for those of us who are looking for a church home. We figured it would take 10.5 years. It would take an individual 10.5 years to visit each and every one of those churches on a Sunday. So we thought, what better idea than to bring the churches to the people, have them set up booths and tables, and you can walk around and talk to this pastor and talk to that deacon and this evangelist and maybe find your church home. You think that's a good idea, guys? I'm going to talk to you later, okay? We'll talk to you. They're going to be here. We're going to get them out here next year, right? Because you're going to help. I thought it was a good idea. Apparently you guys don't. But that's all right. My feelings aren't hurt. My feelings aren't hurt. But if you are involved with a church, maybe you can talk to your pastor. Maybe ask him if he thinks it's a good idea, because I'd like to see this whole park, not only this side, but that side and across the street, full of folks doing what they do best. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We got election coming up. You guys ready to vote? By a show of hands, how many people vote? Y'all lying? Y'all lying? Put your hands down. You know that many people don't vote. There are 1,600 registered voters in my ward. 1,600 people that said they want to vote. I went to the polls the last election. I was there at 7:30. Guess what number voter I was? 1,600 registered voters in my ward. Guess what number I was at 7:30, 10 minutes before they closed? 78. 78. That is so sad. That really is. And I know we've been through some hard times. I know that Emergency Manager Act 4 and what they did with that was just devastating. I can't believe it. We went out and Bernadette Jefferson spearheaded some stuff, and she got all these people registered and signed up to vote, and we came out, 80% of us voted, and we voted down the emergency manager law on a Tuesday. On a Friday, they came up with the new emergency manager law, put it in effect, and not only put it in effect, but made it so that it could not be voted out of existence. So that was devastating, and I understand how some people can be disappointed in our democracy here in Flint, because, you know, in the 1800s, some folks dumped some tea in a river for the very same reason that we're in right now. We are being taxed without representation. And I'm surprised at how many of us aren't mad about that. How many of y'all got high water bills? How many of y'all paying for a street light assessment, paying for the street light? How many of y'all about to pony up some more money for the police after we pass the millage to pay for the police? I think that's called taxation without representation. And we're not doing anything. We're not mad enough. Why aren't we mad enough? They're in your pockets. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. There's an election coming up. There's an election coming up. And we got to show them that we haven't lost heart. We got to show them that we still believe in democracy. We got to show them that we still believe in the American way.